but we each had our own relationship with him. Like Karen and Jake were dance partners and more than once skipped school together. Because I was the tomboy, I was probably the closest thing to a brother he had. Pam and Jake talked a lot about cars, shared the same music and love for animals. Terry and Jake enjoyed the outdoors, rock climbing and rappelling. Jake would stop at Kim's, or Kimley's as he called her, for love and caring and always breakfast.
And for me, Jake is my protector. He made me feel safe. And I was the only one that would get on the Harley with them.
But what a lot of people didn't know was that he was a writer-poet. So I would like to share a few of his works. This one was written while he was in Vietnam. Ever been to Southeast Asia? It makes Florida look like a desert. Wherever you step, it squishes. Instead of tractors, they use water buffaloes. The bushes are filled with insects and natives that shoot at you. It wasn't a war, not even a police action. We were military advisors. But a military advisor who has been dead for 4 days in that heat smells the same way a corpse does in a real war. I was promoted to sergeant. I was 7 times a sergeant. I didn't have the right attitude. So my company commander said, my daddy had been a Marine, my stepfather was in Air Force, my only Army ambition had been to be a captain's clerk. Stateside, I didn't like the Army. My company commander didn't like the Army either. He was a first lieutenant who hadn't made captain, and every time he got to brooding, Sergeant Kraemer lost his stripes. I lost them the last time for telling him that I was going to write my congressman to find out why I was the only one in Southeast Asia who was going to be retired for old age instead of going when his time was up. And that made him so mad, he not only busted me, but went out and was a hero, and that he was dead. And that's how I got this tear across my side. This one was written in 1991 in a hospital in Illinois as he was struggling to come to grips with his life that he had in Vietnam and with the struggles he was having with life at the time. Dear Wendy and friends, so fond and dear, how I love you all so dear. The times we've spent, for better or worse, are well worth doing again, for we truly are friends. I know that I don't always show my true feelings because I always live in a bunker of stone. I sometimes push my love away, for I love you all so much to end up in my cage. I've always been on point to defend the ones I've always loved. A good point man knows that you walk alone, shows the path that's safe, clears the trees and checks the wires, makes sure that it's safe, for the clicks draw tighter. Soon your friends will be by your side again. A time of peace cannot be there for me that day, for tomorrow starts another day. So my loving friends, I'll show you the path, and you can walk in a safe way. But keep your clicks behind the point. It's only for singles, not for pairs. I walk this way, for it's what I know, and just can't seem to let it go. This one also in 1999 while he was in a hospital in Illinois, but it also pertains to his final illness. It's another day as I wait to hear what the doctors have to say. I don't know why I wait with expectation or anticipation. It's the same old song every day. They say, calm down, be patient. We'll give you more therapy, take more x-rays. Give us time and we'll fix the pain. They know, they know that I hurt in body and mind. but that can't see that I'm 110 years old inside. I haven't given up on this fine day, even though I know the pain never goes away. I guess I'm just complaining a little today. Well, my friends, thanks for understanding my weird ways. Love, Jake. And this last one, also written in 1991, is an excerpt that kind of shows what his philosophy was about. I sometimes wonder what lies ahead for those who dream of pleasant things, like a child with life yet new. Oh, how I yearn for courage to do not what books taught in all the schools, like man-made golden rules. Such things as wealth and fame and beating your friends in their own games. Should this be the way for one to live? Beating and cheating like all the ones who I am sometimes jealous of? Is it right the way I am to find my heart held out in hand? I have been to schools to learn many trades, for I tried to earn my space in society's most honored stage. But I find a small part in the back of my mind which seems to say, you don't really want to be this way. Lend your brothers and sisters a hand. Make them a nicer day.
Be kind and gentle in every way. Don't be ignorant to their often heartbreaking ways. Take life's chance at finding a friend who just might treat you the same.
And finally, Jake, bro,
We love you very much. We will miss you in this life, but we will see you in your next life.
And now, Shannon.
Jake's daughter's going to come up. Her name's Shannon. She wants to talk for a little while.
I think I started about 10 copies. How do you sum up one man's life in this brief moment? When I heard Dad was sick with cancer, I was sad for the fight to come, the pain he would have to go through to get better. When we learned the cancer had spread, I prayed to God for more time with my dad. When I arrived in New Mexico, I was angered that the cancer had torn through my dad's body and hurt him so. I prayed God would end his suffering quickly and peacefully. And in those moments that we sat at his bedside, I could hear my dad tell me that a man's life is not at this moment, but all that was before it. His lessons in life came through the times we shared. Often they were quiet lessons. If you were not attentive, you'd miss them. One of the first lessons I learned through one of our many arguments was to face your demons and make peace with them. Only you can hold yourself back by not forgiving yourself and others. This was hard for both of us to do, but I knew my dad had strength enough for the both of us, and we would carry each other through. Through life, I often wondered why my dad would reach out so much to others, giving what little he had to loved ones and strangers, without expecting anything in return. He gravitated towards those in need and those who needed a little kindness. Dad taught me to judge a man by his soul, not his possessions nor his belongings. Treat the hurt, sad and lonely with kindness. These are only a few of the many things my dad has taught me about being a good person. I can only hope others are as blessed as my family has been to be a part of my dad's life. I can't sum up the love and experiences my dad gave to us in this short speech. When he first moved to New Mexico, I sent him this card that was a glimpse of how much my dad means to me.